Angel.
Hi.
Another one, eh?
Oh, another one? My goodness. How unexpected. Well, it looks like this branch came from this dead tree here. There's a lovely fungus growing in there, and there's the same fungus growing up the tree. Yeah. So I came through here with a Credit Valley Conservation people on Thursday. It's like 3 days ago. And we looked at everything, and there was a forester, and then there was the land, then there were 2 other people. I can't remember their official titles, but where we walked around and looked at everything, and they had some good comments. As far as the ash trees are concerned, the forester said 99.99% of infected ash trees will die. So he didn't hold out much hope for anything surviving, and certainly the recommendation is to remove them as soon as possible, not to wait until they get in any worse shape than they already are.
And come down on their own.
Come down on their own. Highest and best use was as firewood. There's not much market. Of course, the market is flooded with ash right now for purposes of making tools, or tool handles, or anything like that, and they're looking for good wood. Solid wood for tool handles, and once the trees are infected and start to die back, a fungus sets in, and really the best thing is to chop them up and burn them. And we looked at the plantation here. In this section, from here to Carla and John's fence line, there's mostly 3 kinds of pine trees. These big ones here, these big guys, he said were probably planted at the same time as these skinny little guys. And the reason for the difference in size is because this is a Norway pine, and it does well in this climate zone. The ones that are a bit kind of red on the top are Scotch pine, and we're a little too far south for them to do well. And the same with the red pines that are in here. The climate is just not right for them, and that's one of the reasons that they have done so poorly. And he says they're also not a great, a really strong tree, and they're very susceptible to wind damage. In the 2 years we've been living here, we've seen quite a few trees come down because of wind, or else have the tops broken off. So they're going to produce a planting plan for replanting this area, and the recommendation is that anything that should come out or should be removed should be done before anything else is planted. But this area could be replanted in a totally different species or a mix of hardwoods, but they're doing that.
Fantastic. And if the landlord would allow us, we could remove the trees that need to be removed.
Yes. Yep. If we were given permission, we would continue knocking down the trees that need to come down, that are unhealthy, diseased, or malformed to the extent that they will not produce anything commercially useful in the future.
And be a danger in the meantime.
Yes. This is a plantation, and like any other kind of farming, you need to tend to your planting properly if you wish to get something valuable at the end of your farming process. This is a tree farm, so it's a long-term project. It's 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100-year project. And if you expect to get something worthwhile at the end of some value to you, then you need to maintain the health of the plantation. And part of that involves removing trees that are dead or diseased or shouldn't be growing here in the first place because this is not a suitable location for them. Large trees are very heavy. If they're diseased or dying and the wind blows them over, they can damage property, they can damage livestock, they can kill people, they can kill animals. There's a huge amount of liability involved. We are leasing this as a pasture. We're not going to discuss whether that's an appropriate use of this piece of land or not. The fact is, it was given to us as an animal pasture, and therefore it should be maintained for that purpose. And that means removing trees before the tops break off.